Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike. Hey, thanks for joining us today. We're going to have a real short call this morning, but maybe the most important call we've ever had. I want to talk to you about two things this morning, two questions that we have to answer this year in our business or we're going to struggle. We're going to have to answer these two questions. Who is going to buy and sell homes with you this year? Who is that? And what are you going to do to make that happen each and every day? Until we as agents can answer those two questions, we're just a bunch of bumper cars. We're just moving around Atlanta hoping to bump into people that want to buy or sell a home this year. And that's a dangerous strategy. That's no strategy at all. I want you to have a very defined target audience, and that answers the first question. Who is going to buy and sell homes with you this year? Your target audience, your niche, your area of focus, you call it whatever you want, but this needs to be a group to start with of not less than 500, probably not more than 1,000 people. Defined enough to where you can enter them into your CRM. So if you say things like I had an agent say to me yesterday, well, first-time home buyers. Okay, great. Go enter all the first-time home buyers in Atlanta into your CRM. Well, I don't know who they are. I'm like, that's right. So you're not going to be able to answer question number 2 of what you're going to do every day to make that happen. It's too broad of a category. So it needs to be 500 to 1,000 people. It needs to be defined enough where you can enter the individuals in that group into your CRM. These are your peeps. They would say that you're their real estate agent. Why would they say that? Because you're going to be able then, once you know who these people are, you're going to be able to implement an appropriate strategy, which is just simply your actions every day for that group of people. Now, your strategy will change depending on who your target audience is. Your strategy needs to be appropriate for that group of people. I hope this is making sense. So your strategy, your what, is the activities that you complete each day that will establish you as the top of mind, credible expert with your target audience. You have to know who before you know what. Now this is hard, and many of us struggle with this. And maybe you're struggling to establish who your target audience should be. Or maybe you have a layer. And let me just interrupt myself for a second. If you're saying right now that your target audience is your sphere of influence, that is not a target audience. Everybody has a sphere of influence. You'll do somewhere between 2 and 5 deals a year out of the referrals and the organic activity that comes from your sphere of influence. I'm not talking about that because you can't live on that. That's nice, but you'll get it because you're alive, you're a relatively nice person, and you have a real estate license. There's no strategy to that. There's no business to that. And that's why agents around Atlanta are really struggling with their productivity, because they're just trying to work with people in their sphere of influence. We're talking about other than your sphere of influence. Who else is going to buy and sell homes with you this year? And this is hard. This is a very hard question to answer, and many of us struggle with it. Those of us that maybe have a target audience and want to grow even more this year, maybe we want to do what I call add another layer. So maybe I've been working with a group of people, but Mike, I want to do more business this year. Well, then you add another layer, another target audience on there. What should that be? It's good questions. Good questions, and hard ones to answer many times. So today at 10:30, I'm going to do a program for about 60 to 75 minutes on how to select the best target audience for you, or how to add an appropriate layer onto your existing business, and all the different types of target audiences that are out there, so that you can kind of chew on this, examine it, and decide what you think would be right and best for you. So come join me at 10:30 today. It's a fun conversation, and we're going to cover dozens and dozens and dozens of different target audiences that agents all over the country have been very successful with. This is Mike, and I'm asking you today to go out there and make it happen for yourself.